So January 2005, Nick Boone comes back from Brazil. People are being healed. In March 12, 2005, I go to a small Pentecostal church in Newark, New Jersey to serve lunch, right? Because my youth group had been going down there, for the last 3 or 4 months, one Saturday a month. They prepare a meal. They'd serve it to people off the streets. They were just ministering to the poor. So I wanted to go down and help them. Well, so I did. I went down there, and I met the pastor, Pastor Sam. I visited while the young people were preparing the meal. I visited with Pastor Sam. Then at 12 is a prayer service or a worship service that everybody has to go to. If you're going to eat lunch that day, you have to attend the worship service. And this is a little Pentecostal charismatic church. First time I think I'd ever been in a Pentecostal church anyway. And the young man preaching was named Steve. And Steve, he was an incredible young man. He was about 25 years old, really anointed and gifted, healing gift, a prophetic gift. It was extraordinary. And after he preached, I wanted him to pray for me. Right? After the sermon, he was praying for everybody. I was sitting toward the front. I got up there, and Kathy Boone, remember Kathy, said, "You ought to get up there and have him pray for you." I said, "Well, I was going." I said, "I'd have gotten up there earlier if you hadn't stopped me." So I was going. I kind of want to be the first one in line. I have to be the first one, and then I'll be done, right? And then I'd go on down and help. When I got up there to have him pray for me, I didn't tell him. He didn't know who I was. I didn't tell him my name, anything. And I wanted him to pray for my neck, and we were having trouble with our son, and I wanted him to pray for our son Bobby. Hey, let me say this. If you're having trouble with one of your kids, one of those prodigals, right? If you're having a prodigal, it is very difficult for a prodigal to outrun the prayers of a righteous parent. That's the truth now. That is the truth. We've had 2 prodigals, and they've come home, for the most part. There's still some changes that could take place, but they're not listening to us. But still, they believe. Okay, even though they might be on the edges of belief, they're still believing. But don't give up, because if you're a righteous parent, you're praying. They can't outrun that forever. They can't do it. They can't do it. So I had Steve pray for me, and and the first thing he said, he prays first for my neck. He prays for Bobby, and then he says, "Sheep bites." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Those sheep bite, don't they? You're a shepherd." I was undone. I'm going, the first thought that went through my mind was, Jesus really knows what my life has been like as a pastor. Right? He knows. Because, pastors get beat up. That's just, we do. We learn as part of the job. I mean, we have great times. We're filled. There's great privileges. You get a lot more credit you deserve. You get a whole lot more blame than you deserve too. That's just the nature of the job. And it's not just a job, it's a calling, I know, but that's the nature of it. It can be difficult at times, and the sheep bite. They do. So I was amazed that Jesus knew. You think, really, I was. Jesus, I'm not out here on my own. Jesus knows me. He knows what my life as a pastor has been like. Next thing that happens, the next thing I know is that I'm on the floor. All right? Look, I'm Presbyterian, I'm on the floor, and I'm surrounded by these young people in my youth group who have never seen anything like this before. And of course, Nick and Kathy Boone are over there, and they're praising God. I can hear Kathy speaking in tongues. I can hear Nick kind of jumping up and down praising God because something finally happened to me. That's it. I know that's what's going on, and I don't blame them. They're right. They were right. Finally, God got a hold of me when I wasn't looking.